Hi, good afternoon. This is Ride the Wind from the Ozarks, and I just had a couple things I wanted to throw at you real quick that I've been working on for the past week, but I've been in really crappy shape, so bear with me. And I do want to preface this whole video, number one, dedicated to my son, Dakota Johnson, who is finally looking for the whole truth, which is very cool. Along with the rest of you. And I want to tell you that I'm having a problem defining myself as a 144. I know I'm a 144, but the jobs that are entailed with that, it's supposed to be helping people through the ascension process, right? Does that physically mean we let everything go until that process happens? Or like me, like maybe I was wrong, fighting those things that will obstruct those people who have this ability from receiving the proper information, truthful information, okay? I may have went overboard, but scientific data is what we can really depend on. And the farther I research this, I mean, the data goes back to the dawn of time, and I'm about to explain that. The Mecca Shriners? Isn't that a weird one? But anyway, I want to say to the 144s who are searching for truth, research it for yourself. If you've got a reality in your mind that you think is valid, look that up. And guess what? You'll run right into it. You will, no doubt. Go off into the other search territories, off that one website. But mainly, you define your reality. A lot of people have asked me on awakening how that works. Enlighten me is really what they come at me with in capital words, in capital letters, I'm sorry. I can enlighten you. That is a spiritual path that is yours and your own. If you go back to my beginning videos, I give you ideas and guides to listen to. I've talked about meditation. I've talked about making sure you're connecting with the correct higher power, meaning define yourself, because we got so many gods out there that our history, we've not been, I don't see the evidence of us at any point, except for maybe back in the Mecca days, of anybody worshiping the right God. Meaning we've been a bit hoodwinked. So I'm just going to be brief. And I just want to tell you, I'm not going to say don't trust the channels. They have their views. Okay? But if it could be backed up a little bit, you'd get a lot more validity out there. And with what YouTube's doing right now, it would behoove you also. Because I'm watching that angle too. And who saw that one coming? This is a search for truth. If we have to put in the extra time, this is the time to do it. And I'm making a plea. I'm making a plea as a human being to other channels. This is a time to take all our time and all our efforts to try and provide these people with as much truth as they possibly can. And parts of it are going to be ugly, But again, I'm going to stop rambling there. I feel as though my behavior was negative, and that's not what I seek. I seek anything but negativity. But again, I have a hard time, or I'm having a hard time, defining where our mission begins and stops. In my mind, it starts now. Okay? But I'm not going to be the only guy out there, ringing the bell. I'm not going to do it. It's too stressful. I'm not going to get involved in debates that have no scientific facts. That's real stressful. And that doesn't mean your points aren't valid. It doesn't mean it. But it does mean when the boys come knocking, you got a professor to back up what your thoughts are. So your thoughts then become reality, not just a reality of your own. Okay, so let's talk about the Hellion. Okay, but again, I want to offer my apologies. That's not the way I'm looking to work. But there are no manuals on this game. And I don't have one. But I do know I've invested the time. I've gone through the trauma. I've gone through the awakening, which I'm still going through. And I'm still learning things. And what I'm about to tell you is probably the creepiest thing of all. Okay, so Dee's been wondering about the Hellion. Okay? Where's my Hellion stuff? Hellion. Okay. I want you to Google the Hellion. You're going to come to YOWUSA. And I hope I didn't make this same video. Now I want you to scroll down and look at Nibiru symbols. Then within there's going to be a range of different Nibiru symbols that you want to look at. Okay, before you start getting into Anakai, Sumerian, ancient mythology, and all that, start with one. Let's start with America. Okay, and when you click on symbols, you click on emblems, it'll run across the top. There's going to be a whole line of different patterns. Okay, so when you get to that, after learning that ISON is the second sun, okay, and it's lighting up the western sky every night here in the Ozarks. I got a front row view, and that, if you've been watching the weather maps, that's coming through the storms that we've been having that are nowhere close to normal, okay? So, after you look at that, again, look at the Hellion pictures, the, 100 or so that are on there that show the Hellion as being that second sun and getting brighter, closer, whatever the case may be. Okay, so you go to Nibiru symbols, and you're going to try. Okay, keep your hair glued on, because here are some of them. The Eye of Horus, the pyramid with the eye. The eye, I think I've stated before, is the Shiva Linga pattern too, so a lot ties in here. But I'm going to give a cursory overview. The radiation warning sign. Nibiru symbol. Sacred geometry, which you should really understand that in the duality, the Vesica Pisces and whatnot. The Tau is the emblem for sexual alchemy, which is the sacred secretion. Dreams of red and black, the Red King, the White Queen, Paris, NASA, Pepsi, Google, fusion reactor, okay, the toroidal, gravitational kind of spin, kind of slinky thing connected together, which all our nuclear fusion is based off of, Nibiru symbol, okay? Again, the all-seeing eye, it represents the 33-degree Masonic emblem, which again began with Mecca's Shriners. What? Okay, so let's keep going. We got Skylab, every one of their patches, every one of their shuttles contained a Nibiru symbol. SpaceX, well, we pretty much figured what he works off of, and what his emblem is. And he's about to launch a dragon, okay? The CIA, Kundalini, our rockets, all military badges, okay? Especially special ops. Anyway, White House, secret police, that's their emblem. Black Ops, that's their emblem. Toyota, the circle with the thing coming out. Are we getting that part? I'm not being wise, but okay. The presidential badge. The airborne, military police, all secret societies, Green Beret, the Army Star, the DEA, the Rangers, the Marine Corps, Converse sneakers. Oh, man. Canadian flag, NCIC. The TR3Bs are a Nibiru symbol. ABC, NBC. The tetrahedron, the grammaton. Tetragrammaton, excuse me. Facebook's emblem. Okay? I say Google. Mason Law Enforcement. AT&T. Sinister Psyops. The Chrysler emblem. Okay? Is a disc. This gets more into Anunnaki emblems. And the Anunnaki tie really into what's going on here. But I'm just going to say the Chrysler emblem with the wings. I'm going to say the Chrysler emblem with the wings. Anunnaki. Okay? The Navy, Customs. I mean, actually, I could really keep going on. But I'm running out of time, and I want to make this short. I'm still working on ISON. Because what I thought was ISON in Phoenix, or Emory Field in Phoenix, I'm seeing that pattern in Ufa, Russia. Okay? I have that pattern. Okay? If you can, hit ISON just to get ahead of me. You're going to see that for a long time the image was blotted out by the powers that be, NASA. Well, there was a guy years ago when I first started looking at ISON 4 years ago, when I caught it in a sunset. What was I going to say? I started looking it up, and I found a story of where a guy filtered it, and you'll get your original. It's like an equal than sign. They say some say it's a meteor with 2 UFO ships on each side. But that gets really deep, okay? Also, ISON creates a Einstein cross, the same as a nebula, not a simulator, okay? These, I can't say 100% for sure, but, you know, it's there. So, you know, go through and look at these things. You're going to trip. You know, the Army Star, I would have never had any idea. I just wouldn't have. And I just wanted to get this part of the information out. I'd hoped I'd have the time to lead into ISON, but I'll do that in the morning and give you what I've discovered on that. We're talking a twin-tailed object. We're talking the largest comet, Pannstar, in our solar system. We're talking about, what do they call it? The stargazer that approaches Earth. ISON has 2 tails, biggest comet in solar system, the winged disk. And the winged disk ties also into Nibiru. But I did want to get this part out. I do want to talk about some of the captures that I've made and talk to you about the fields that they're using, frequencies to hide these things from me, which I have 100% positive proof that that's actually what they're doing, and we are looking at a holographic sky. I think it was a channel said, you know, the Earth is covered in clouds. Well, guess what? It's been covered in clouds for 6 months, okay? Hong Kong, for the last 6 months, unbelievable. But I got it the other night with the Hellion glowing in the background. So this thing is becoming more and more prevalent. It's a star, okay? But think of a star as a fusion reactor. So we got something else to throw in the 576 resonance. I want to give all my love to my 144s. I want to apologize again for imparting any negativity onto you, but I'm trying to do right. I'm trying to know what my mission is, and again, I don't have a handbook. So please forgive me. I get very frustrated when I think about my whole life. I've been lied to about these things, and everybody should. And we all sat back and let it happen when we all had power to stop this, and we didn't. And now it bleeds down to our children. That's very upsetting to me, you know. And I think I'm going to end it with that and just say, you 144s, I love you. It's a very certain person out there that I, maybe pushed a little bit hard with too many videos, because the awareness, when you see these planets, I can't do it for long either. I did it, like a 2-week run, and I had to stop again. Like literally my tracks just stop. I'm not watching YouTube videos. Though I've seen a few interesting ones. I gotta look at my boys, but, take your breaks when you need to take your breaks, but I'm not going to stress anything more important than defining your own reality through your own research. These things just pop up, man. It just takes, enter what you want to learn, poof, it's there. Now, Google's going to screw with you, try and work with DuckDuckGo, but I don't have that ability with the system I have up here in the mountains, okay? But I want to wish love to everybody. And, I'm sorry to be that guy to push the thing that ultimately transcended. But we just have to try and help people with the best and the hardest work we can. I love you all. Ride the wind. Let's have a great day. And I'm going to put another one out tomorrow, and we'll talk about ISON. I'll explain to you how that whole deception is working and how it's going to affect us. They call it Nibirus ISON. Okay? Nibirus ISON. So for the people who are hanging out there and still searching for answers, I'm going to try and work more on releasing yourselves like I did in the beginning, because it seems to be something I'm hit with all the time. I want you to have that ability, but I can't teach you your journey. I'm not going to. That's not my job. I can't. Everybody's journey is their own, okay? If I try and tell you what my journey is, or how to do my journey through my way, it's not going to be right. It has to be your way, okay? And again, just so much love, and we're going to be okay, I don't mean to be the dark guy there too, but whatever happens, we're going to be okay if we have that understanding of why we're going through this. Y'all have a blessed day. Ride the wind. Thank you. Bye.